Hey guys, I'm super excited for today's one as it's all about killer converting creative. We are absolute experts when it comes to creative. We've been through so many, we've tested so many, we've even found ads that take stores to 7 figures. So I know there's so much value in this one for you. Let's get straight into it and just understand it a little bit further. So when you're working with a video ad, it has to have three main components. I know you've heard me say this a few times, but with this, you've got three components of the hook, the content, and the call to action. The hook is going to be your first 1 to 3 seconds, and that's got to be to stop the scroll. What we have to remember is that people aren't on social media platforms to buy things. Ads are a distraction, they're a nuisance in the feed, and they're paid for by the companies or brands, by yourself, to get in front of people to then direct them to the next place or the next step, such as the landing page or the e-commerce website. So what we have to do is get under the radar and make it seem like it's not an ad. So that's why UGC is on such a rise at the moment. When I say UGC, I mean user generated content. You're going to hear that term a lot in the industry, and it basically means creators creating the content and making it look very natural. And this is the stuff we're finding is very high converting at the moment because people don't even realize it's an ad. They're already past the hook. So as soon as you get someone past the hook, they stay for the content, and then they've got that call to action at the end. So you might sell them something or sell them on something they weren't expecting to whilst they were on that social media platform. So the hook essentially is that first 1 to 3 seconds, and we need to stop the scroll. Whether we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever happens, we have to stop them from going through and looking at the next piece of content. And that's why the first 1 to 3 seconds of any video ad is one of the most important pieces and should definitely not be overlooked. Because if you can't keep somebody for that first 1 to 3 seconds, that's it, they're gone and you've lost them. They won't even get to this second and third step. So we want to put a lot of focus on that, and I'll go through what you could look at and what you could do with that for the hook. We've then got the content, which is where we're going to explain very clearly what the product or service offers, and then we've got our call to action of what to do next. We always have to tell the audience, what are the next steps? What do I do after this particular step? And you'll understand that why after we've gone through a few examples and we've gone through this kind of system. So first of all, we have our social media scroller. This is our cold customer. When we're using paid traffic, unless we're retargeting, we're going to be going to a cold audience. So when we choose either interest or broad, whatever selection that we have for our targeting, we're going to be aiming to find new customers for our brand. So what happens here in the first 1 to 3 seconds is we need a really good hook, something that catches the audience, captures their attention, and brings them into the rest of the content. So what we want to do here is create something that's quite controversial or speaks to our target customer. So if it's a product, for example, what we could have is something like, why everyone is talking about X, and it could be the product, maybe it's a microphone. Why everyone is talking about this microphone. Immediately that creates curiosity and makes the user want to get involved in the ad or the video creative. We could have something say like, see why this X is going viral. You may have seen this around. There's plenty of hooks out there on the internet, but this one really does capture people because it's like, why is this going viral? What is the reason that breeds curiosity around it? And then we also have, for example, if you were focusing on a fitness product, are you tired of struggling with your weight? We're talking to our specific customer here. We're saying, what is your problem? In this case, it may be weight. Well, are you tired of struggling to get rid of it? Well, that's exactly what we're talking to, our direct customer, to try and hook them in. Because then we know that if somebody is like, oh, okay, that's me, they're going to stay and be more interested in the content and the product that we're going to deliver to them at the end, because it's going to be the solution to their problem. Or we've also got, I couldn't live without this X. Again, it's creating a broader curiosity and appeal to people. So it depends on who your target market is, but you can see how you can already start to focus it in on your target customer. For example, we work with a brand that sells water bottles. These water bottles filter out 99.999% of virus, bacteria, and everything. So you can take this water bottle anywhere. You can fill it up with water from a stream, and it will literally save your life if you needed water, and it will eradicate any of the bacteria, any of the nasties that are really going to affect your health. So you can continue and just do a hike for 5 days with just this water bottle. It's fantastic, but we could use that as a direct hook there to then bring people into this kind of equation. As soon as we've got them past the hook, that's when we get into the content and a clear explanation of the product or service. So there's a few different methods that you can use. For example, problem versus solution. This is where you display the problem that the customer is facing and then show them the solution that your product then solves. For example, you could have, I know there's a cleaning product out there that's a very super absorbent sponge. And what happens if you make a spill, you can use this product to then wipe up the spill, and it will absorb about 200 milliliters of water in one go, and it won't drip. Phenomenal, right? That's the problem versus solution, showing the problem that the spills happen, and then this product that solves that problem of the spill. It could be storytelling. So you go in through and tell the story of how the product came to be. I know there's products out there where there's a founder that, for example, had this real big issue. They then figure out there's no product on the market, and then they go and solve that problem through their story. So one of them, for example, is, I know of a diary brand where the owner couldn't find a diary that suited her needs. So she went and created one. She thought, oh, this is a great diary. I wonder if other people would be interested. So she ordered like 1,000 units, started advertising the product for herself, and then people bought the product. And that's how she became an e-commerce owner, was that people started buying the product. She had to reinvest back into more product and then continued her journey. Another one is comparison. So for example, why I'd use this instead of this is because of XYZ benefits, and showing the comparison between the two and why you would use that. And another one is before and after. So this is what I looked like before, or what the situation looked like before using this product, and after I use this product, there's now more benefits. It's a better life that I have. Health is better, my wealth is better, etc. You get the idea that the before is now worse than the after. So that the after is the positive situation to be in. We also have testimonial, where people will use the product, they'll show it how great it is, what effect it's had on their life, and why you should buy it. And another one is demonstration. So if you've got a bit more of a complex product and people might have to understand a little bit of how to use it, you want to demonstrate very clearly how to use it, and then people will be able to go forward and actually think, okay, this is a great product, I can see where this can fit into my life. After we've got that kind of content and clear explanation, we need to have a call to action. So this has to be very simple, very easy to understand, and then tell the customer what to do next. We always have to tell the customer what to do next. We have to treat them kind of like somebody that needs guidance, and we're saying, right, if you go to our website now, you can buy it. The reason being is we have to instruct them and kind of guide them to the next steps. So here is then where you can look at the potential conversion. So it could, for example, have offers. So head to our site and get yours today. It could be buy now and get 150% off. I'd suggest always, if you do have an offer, to put it into the ad, because people go crazy for something like a sale or a big percentage off, or if they get buy one, get one free, or get yours now and get so many, like 2 for 25% or 3 for 25% off. When we present them with an offer, we give them a reason to then take that next step. And that's what we always want to do. Someone that gives an offer over not giving an offer will most likely get the traffic, and that's where you get a click-through on the ad. So you actually get to see that the better your offer, the higher the click-through on the actual ad. The other thing that you can do is limited time offers. For example, for the next 24 hours. This creates a little bit of scarcity and gets people kind of moving towards the goal of getting a purchase, because it's like, well, if you don't act now, you're not going to get this offer again. Scarcity could also be something like there's only 100 available. So it means that after 100 are gone, that's it. This product is no longer available, or this offer within the scarcity, so this 50% offer is only for the first 100 customers. And when we do that, we increase the likelihood of somebody clicking through from that call to action. And this is how we craft a killer creative, as we want a hook for the first 1 to 3 seconds that catches their attention. We give them very clear evidence and examples of what to do, like the product will do, the problem that it solves. Then we have our call to action and says, this is what I want you to go and do next. So go to the site, grab yours today, and you'll get it for X% off. That's just an example. Let me show you a couple of creatives that I've found, and we use the TikTok library to find these, just to give you some examples of what some good ads can look like. Now, this one I found is probably, it says the top 1% of click-through rates, 13,000 likes, and they're using a high budget. This looks like it's for Revolut, but watch how we have a hook, context in the middle, a clear explanation, and then a call to action in the end. So,
are you constantly being rejected for credit cards? Don't stress anymore. We have the solution. No credit check required. Swipe left for all the information.
So you see there, we've got our hook at the beginning. Are you constantly being rejected for credit cards? Then we have the context of what the actual product is offering. And then the call to action, head over to the platform and then be able to create that purchase. Let me show you another one that's just kind of a similar type of thing. So we've got a really good hook here that kind of says this is unbelievable. Then we've got the process, like the storytelling of what happens after 8 weeks, and then a call to action of what to actually do. And you'll see what I mean.
Unbelievable. She achieved this result in under 8 weeks without exercise and deprivation. Discover the secret. Swipe left for more info.
You see them? Again, we have that hook, we have the content, and then we have our call to action. So when we do this in an ad, we actually get really great results. And you can see this is in the top 1% of click-through rates. So this structure is well known to be successful. And we know this because we've used it in pretty much all of the ads that we deliver, whether it be whether it be drop shipping, whether it be e-commerce. This is exactly what we do. So we also have just another example. This is a creative that I created for a company. It's got 5.4 million views. They're using this in their ads at the moment. And we can see again, we've got that hook, we've got the content, and then we've got the call to action. This one's an app download, so they're using a different kind of conversion event, but it still works quite nicely. Look, I'll show you it now. Are you currently renting?
Yes, I'm renting.
And how much are you saving a month currently for your first house?
Between me and my wife, about £1,400 a month.
See my time to buy.
2 years, yeah? 2 years.
2 years.
Buy a house, 420 grand.
That's without a lifetime ISA. Now, if you press that number...
That goes down a lot. That's 5 months.
So what's your next step from here?
Well, I'm going to download the app, aren't I? Sort my life out.
Are you currently renting?
Yeah.
There you go. So you can see also in that one, what we've got here is, are you currently renting? Great hook because it speaks to people that are renting, the target market. Then it goes through the process of actually how the app works. So in this one, the characters are looking to get a rented or get out of the rented house. They're paying X amount per month for their mortgage or the rent, sorry. And then you end with, well, we can save 5 months by using this app, which is the solution to the problem. And then you've got your call to action, go and download the app. And then when you're using this in an app format, it will come up and say download now. So these are the kind of steps that you have to kind of go through to get killer converting creative. And I know that company did really well with app downloads, and they must be as well, because if you've got 5.4 million views, that is a lot of money to be spending to reach that amount of people. Anyone that's used CPM or understands CPMs and have run ads before will completely understand that how many people that's reached. So yeah, that's pretty much everything what you want to do with killer creative is follow that 3-step process: the hook, the clear content explanation, and then call to action next, what to do, and then that will bring people to the landing page. We want to increase this ads click-through rate. So click-through rate is how what percentage of people click through the ad when showing the ad. The more we can move that up, the cheaper it's going to be for traffic, and then the better the results are going to be, and we can fix any kind of conversion rate on the landing page. We have another video on that you can check out for yourself. If you have any questions, drop them down below, let me know. But thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.